by the power of star and stone, by the power of land within and without, by all that is fair and free, we welcome you to this rite of Albanathan in the land of Etain.
We have come from all points of the compass to be here today. Let us take 3 breaths together. Together with the earth beneath us. Together with the sea around us. And together with the sky above us. May the blessings of earth, sea and sky be with us.
Welcome to this ritual to celebrate Albanathan in the land of Etain. At this turning of the wheel, we are anticipating the first signs of the light returning. We have reached the point of winter solstice, with the day at its shortest and the night at its longest. Let us join in this prayer that unites all Druids. Grant, O Spirit, thy protection, and in thy protection, strength, and in strength, understanding, and in understanding, knowledge, and in knowledge, justice, and in knowledge of justice, the love of it, and in the love of it, the love of all existences, and in the love of all existences, the love of spirit, all goodness. Join with us for 3 Arwins.
Let all disturbing thoughts be laid outside. Gather as equals in our physical form here upon the earth. Each presence is a blessing, and with every breath we take, we breathe life and light into this land. Let us consecrate this circle with the elements of water and fire.
May our circle be blessed with the element of water.
May our circle be blessed with the element of fire.
O Spirit, we greet and honour you. We ask for your blessings, your guidance and your inspiration on this, our ceremony to celebrate Albanarthon. Let us begin by giving peace to the quarters, for without peace no work can be.
May there be peace in the north.
May there be peace in the north.
May there be peace in the east.
May there be peace in the east.
May there be peace in the south.
May there be peace in the south.
May there be peace in the west.
May there be peace in the west.
May there be peace
Throughout the whole world.
Let the four directions be honoured, that power and radiance might enter our circle for the good of all beings.
With the blessing of the great bear that slumbers in torpor, deep in its set beneath the dark earth of Etain, we call upon the powers of the north.
With the blessing of the white-tailed eagle soaring above the clear, crisp, pure air of Etain, we call upon the powers of the east.
With the blessing of the great antlered stag, with its chest heaving from the heat of the chase in the low, golden winter sun, we call upon the powers of the south.
With the blessing of the freshwater carp who stir in the stony cold sacred waters of Etain, we call upon the powers of the west.
Let us remember where we are. The New Forest, the Forest of Etain, an ancient and sprawling forest that has been home to living creatures since time began. It has changed in nature as time has gone by, especially as man has evolved. This change, as we know, has not been for the better, yet it still sustains life and allows us to connect and feel the power of nature. Amongst its flora and fauna, it is that life that we look to on this day. With winter's death all around us, we long for the warmth of summer to return, to feel the heat on our backs, the sap start to rise, the smell and the fresh scent of the flowers, and to see new life being born. But with winter's death around us, how can all this happen? We will see balls of green foliage and white berries high in the trees, like beacons of hope in the winter months. This is mistletoe. The common name of mistletoe is thought to be derived from the Anglo-Saxon mistletoe, tan meaning twig and mistle meaning different. This is thought to refer to the twigs of the mistletoe being different to the twigs of its host tree. Well, it is said that the magic of mistletoe has a part to play in the process of new life and rebirth. Many, many tales abound, one of which is that the mistletoe is born of neither land nor air. The powers of those realms cannot harm it. As such, it is a magical plant, It is known as the All-Heal. It is said to cure many diseases. It is both male and female. The joining together of these two sexes creates the magic from which life is created. Why do we kiss under the mistletoe? It's partly the joining of the male and the female in one breath. Another reason the mistletoe is venerated at this time of year is that it is said to be the spirit of mistletoe's host moves into the berries whilst the winter death envelops the tree. It stays there until winter has passed, and then it returns. When it does, the mistletoe loses some of its nutrients and becomes golden in colour, hence its name of the golden bough. We will bless the mistletoe today and give thanks for all its properties and worth. Evergreen and growing abundantly alongside mistletoe is ivy, flourishing in the most adverse conditions, symbolising death and rebirth. She spirals like a labyrinth, leading us from one realm to another. It is she that binds life together until the time of rebirth. Today, the Ivy Queen joins us to speak of and bind together all that mistletoe symbolises. As a mark of respect, we welcome and crown our Ivy Queen.
Thank you. Blessings upon you. I am grateful to be here today as you celebrate. I have much to say about my friend Mistletoe, but I am aware that there is someone close by. I can feel he is eagerly awaiting an opportunity to tell stories of old, to keep the fires of ancient times alive. I call to the great one of old, the Yule Drayton, the Lord of the Forest, to bring us wisdom on this night and to bear witness to our ceremony at Albanarthan.
Thank you, Ivy Queen, for your invite to this circus tonight. I'm looking around. I feel that some of you have forgotten me, haven't you? Don't you have a greeting for me on this day of endings and beginnings, the day of death and rebirth? Try Merry Solstice. Solstice greetings. Your children tell sweet tales of me, yet you laugh behind their backs. But I tell you, your children are wiser than you. Now think back to the very beginnings, back to a time of the long darkness of winter. It brings a hunger to your fireside, when the pounding heart, the ache of the chase, the madness of a kill, and the smell of blood hot and on the snow, the red and the white, with a dulling eye and an ebbing breath. It brings an easing of hunger for you for a while. But your children draw pictures of me now. An old man in a red suit, a white beard, squeezing down the chimney with all that they am most in the world. Lord of the reindeer, a keeper of the game, as old as mankind. I am Yule Drayton, the shaman, the magician, and the priest. When your hearts beat fast in the dead of night, I am there. When you whistle or sing in the face of danger, it is I who calls the tune. I am your ancestor, and I'm your child. I am your guest here tonight, and you will also be mine. My invitation is the evergreen tree that we have around us. You have them in your homes and gardens. An evergreen tree hung with lights and hung with mirrors, sparkling gold like the glimmer of solstice fire through all the branches. The red and the white, the blood upon the snow, and today of all days, the birth of the sun, Solstice. But one day the Christ people came, turning their backs on what is and demanding what should be, as if they were the lords of it all. They took my solstice festival and made it their own. The sun, the birth of a son, as it was for as long as mankind has stared at the skies and questioned the light and the darkness. For them, the birth of a son, the birth of a boy child. Their festival is nothing but a trick of words, a fashion in the last few seconds of the history of man. They tried to drive me back into the shadows before their newborn godling. They still feared me because I am their ancestor too. They tried to tame me, to contain me, and turn me into a tale for small children, a bringer of gifts, a driver of reindeer, an old man from the north with white beard and a little magic that they felt safe with. But their children were wiser than they. They remembered the solstice fire. Do you remember me now? Are your memories stirring? Black winter is here, yes it is. But there are red and white portals ahead. The Garrick, the shaman's mushroom, the crossing to the spirit world. Eat of that, and soon you will see the magician's reindeer fly, pulling a sleigh with an old man in a red suit with a white beard, the red and the white. And there ahead is the solstice fire. The stones of the earth remember a time when the sun did not return from the darkness. Then the ravenous ice engulfed the land, bringing nothing but stark white silence. The very mountains were split and turned into sand. The people, they made gifts of flame to the sun in midwinter, so it will return to them. Red flame, white ash. Red and white. Solstice fire. And on the sun's return, they learnt to live in tune with nature, to take only what is needed and not what is desired, to give where they are able, and only this way can the earth provide for all. Our brothers of the natural world, and you others, the silent watchers from the shadow world, long dead, the unborn. It is the night of longest darkness, the time of greatest danger, and the solstice fire, it burns as a sign to the sun that it must return, or we shall be left in the ice of eternal darkness. But none here, O sun, have forgotten our debt after your warmth and light. But never again will you forget me. I am the shaman, the priest, the keeper of the game, whom some call Father Christmas. Whenever you see my image, you will remember the chains that bind us together. So remember this, and you shall see the rebirth of the sun, the glorious solstice, the warmth of solstice fire. So before I go, I have a gift to give you. Mistletoe. they all heal. Nor born of neither land, sea, nor sky, the green leaves full of life, white berries full of magic, a symbol of the season, a reminder of the solstice fire and the leaves turn to gold. This I give to you all.
My gratitude to you, Yule-Drighton, for your time this night.
Thank you.
We owe you a great deal of gratitude for sharing your wisdom and for your generosity in gifting this globe of mistletoe. It is surely a spectacle to behold, and we gratefully receive this gift, which is symbolic of all that is in abundance at this time. We have truly listened carefully to what you've had to say. Sacred mistletoe, you hold the fire of the sun and the light away. Shine brightly your peace and love to all, a shield against the darkness, this symbol of peace that takes the blessings of love. Each winter solstice travels from these forests of Etain across the whole of the world. Let us bestow blessings and declarations upon this sacred plant and give thanks for all that it symbolises.
Blessed be the mistletoe that thrives so harmoniously on its host. We revere its ability to hold the wisdom of the tree, having one foot in this world and one foot in the other world. We give thanks for all that you teach us. I make a declaration to encourage all to live harmoniously amongst nature and to be still to hear her message. Blessed be the mistletoe. Blessed be the mistletoe that grows high up in the trees. So cleverly it thrives, and so powerfully it instills reverence amongst those who harvest it. For beware those who cut the sacred plant without a golden sickle, or allow it to fall to the ground. Mistletoe will remind you of your folly. I make a declaration to encourage all to protect nature against the greed of humans. We give thanks for all that you teach us. Blessed be the mistletoe.
Blessed be the mistletoe.
Blessed be the mistletoe that turns golden as the sun. So majestically its globe lights up the dark winter skies and brings us hope, fertility and rebirth. It reminds us that we need to witness the dark to find the light. I make a declaration to encourage all to show kindness in a world to those who can only see the dark. We give thanks for all that you teach us. Blessed be the mistletoe.
Blessed be the mistletoe.
Blessed be the mistletoe that heals our minds and soul. Its potential to remedy the deadliest of diseases gives us the strength to continue on. I make a declaration to encourage the use of all that is natural to help maintain the health of the earth. We give thanks for all that you teach us. Blessed be the mistletoe.
Blessed be the mistletoe. Thank you for the blessings and the declarations that you have bestowed upon the mistletoe. One by one, we will now bestow our own personal blessings or declarations upon this sacred mistletoe. This can be spoken out loud or silently. Our personal blessing can be to give thanks for something we are grateful for, or it can be a declaration of intent for the coming year that is symbolic of personal growth that we desire. And then we will be gifted with a small sprig of mistletoe. We will hang this in our home as a reminder of our blessing or declaration and to ward off negative energies. Then, in exactly 1 year, we'll ceremonially burn this piece of mistletoe and replace with the new. As I stand before our blessed mistletoe, I give thanks for so many things. I'm grateful to still be here, 7 years on, and I give thanks to all those who lay witness to my experience and giving ongoing support. I'm hugely grateful to the medical and research team that keep me going, and I give thanks to the earth and nature for all that she so patiently gives us, for without her we are nothing. I'm grateful to all those who have helped return Luna home. The sense of community and love has truly been very humbling. And at this time of rebirth, I vow to the earth that I will do all I can to protect her. I'll be guided by the earth spirits, for they will know exactly what needs to be done. I am listening. Blessed be the mistletoe. Do you have a personal blessing or declaration?
I bless this sacred mistletoe with all the gifts that I have and all I am thankful for. My declaration is to try to see the world from nature's viewpoint, using all my senses, and to absorb and share its wisdom and those of my ancestors. I give thanks for all I have, my friends, this grove, and thanks for all the good things that have happened to me this year, along with the bad things that's happened to everybody as well. I pledge to be a better person next year, to be more tolerant, to honour the earth, to honour the woodland. Blessed be.
I extend a blessing to all those who are suffering. May they find healing. May they find help. May they find happiness in the darkest places. Blessing to the mistletoe.
I bless this mistletoe with true heart love and deep gratitude for discovering that you can live between heaven and earth, and life does go on. May the power of the mistletoe, the white and the green, spread out to all beings, and may they know the joy and the wonder that it holds for them.
have a blessing from Louise, who's unable to be here. Let the golden sickle cut the golden bough. Let it not touch the ground. We take only what we have need of, with respect and love. And as we cast last year's mistletoe onto the Yule fire, we hang up this year's offering and ask for its blessing and protection with thanks and blessings. Thank you for your gift of the mistletoe, you Harrison. We bestow this gift upon you with thanks and gratitude.
And with thanks and gratitude it is greatly received. Thank you.
I bless this mead, born of a summer's gift from nature and the hard work of the precious bees, and turned into this sacred drink by the alchemy of mankind. May it bring warmth and healing, and remind us of the light and life soon to return. For the ancestors. For the sacred dew. And for the mistletoe.
May blessings be bestowed upon this solstice bread before our Ivy Queen in Yule Drighton. We honour them and our ancestors in the sharing of this loaf. May it sustain us until the coming of the light. Please take this opportunity for quiet contemplation of the blessing or declaration you have made before the mistletoe.
the hour of recall on this day of Alban Arfen. Let our declarations to the sacred mistletoe be remembered throughout the coming year, and may your lives be rich and abundant as the light returns with each coming day. Join us in reciting the Druid Oath before we close the circle and continue with celebrations. We swear
by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark the Spirit and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow.
All that ever was, and all that ever will be, shall sink back down into the ground from whence it came, and there it will lie in wait, ready for us to call upon it once again.
Well, from our half to yours, from the clan of Etain, wish you all Merry Solstice.
Merry Solstice!
It's like having a shot, isn't it?